Hello and welcome to this review of Canadian Mist. Canadian blended whiskey introduced 50 years ago, 1967. I wasn't even born. This came out, it was bought out by Brown-Forman, 1971. It's been a Brown-Forman brand ever since. Brown-Forman is a big company. They own other brands like Jack Daniels, probably heard of them, and a whole lot more. Okay, just get on their website, it's incredible. You could basically just do that company's brands on video review, and that would keep you busy pretty much. That would be the only thing you'd need to do for wine and liquor. I bought the small glass bottle, 100 milliliter glass. Better than that depressing plastic. It's $12 for the 750 milliliter bottle at Walmart. I guess it was about $3.50 for this. It's cheaper by the ounce if you get the regular size bottle, okay? But I said, well, I cannot be always buying these big bottles, okay, or these standard bottles. I'll never get to the back stock. It just keeps growing. I keep saying, no, I'm not buying anymore. And then I say, oh, I got to get the Sacred Bond from Christian Brothers brandy. I got to get the VSOP. And so it just does keep growing. But here's the next one up. It's a D.W. Anders VSOP Special Blend. Brandy with natural flavors and caramel color. From Louisville, Kentucky. Interestingly, and not from the same company, but interestingly, this is bottled in Louisville, Kentucky. It's distilled in Collingwood, Canada, okay? It's aged in white oak barrels for at least 36 months. Could be longer, but the minimum is 36. What barrels? Jack Daniels barrels, okay? Same company, makes sense. Ship the barrels up there. Now, after the whiskey is blended, distilled and blended, it's shipped down to Kentucky, Louisville, and it's bottled there and then distributed across the world. It is one of the most popular Canadian, or perhaps the most popular Canadian blended whiskey in the world. Mellow character and smooth taste. 40% alcohol, 80 proof, sorry. So, very popular brand. Let's see if I can make out this date inside the label. No, I can't really. It's too garbled. Oh wow, that's okay. It's the bottom of the bottle says 2016 something. It's not old. That's the new label. They've changed the labels over the years, the label design over the last 50 years. So that's their thing. Mellow. And I was watching a long video about the distillery, and somebody that does whiskey reviews went over there and they took him on a tour, and he was not able to show the still itself, some Canadian law, but he showed all the other facilities. And they were saying how they intentionally designed it to be very, we would use the term dull, bland, blah. They're obviously not going to use that term, just like Miller Lite's not going to call it Miller Thin. Okay? Light beer sounds better than thin beer. It was made intentionally to be this way. Brown-Forman also introduced sort of a mimic of this later on, I think 20 years later, the Gentleman Jack. I think it was 1988, Gentleman Jack from Jack Daniels. Sort of a watered-down Jack Daniels, which would appeal to people that don't like any strong liquor, whiskey flavors or aromas. And that's what this is, okay? It's gold, and it's a pale gold, almost even into the straw appearance. Oh, another thing, and this is not the first tasting. I did an original video, and I'm going to delete that because I didn't know enough about the brand, and I was saying in the video, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Well, now I know. I learned. The barrels are upright, in their storage facility, not sideways, upright. It's a very clean facility, very modern. I was amazed compared to what I saw at Barton, which was I'm not gonna say grimy because I don't want to use. It was just like not like the video I saw for Brown-Forman. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But it was interesting. It's kind of like the Dixie Brewery I went to in 2005, a month before Katrina hit. I said, well, I could see that this is broken in. All right. But I'm sure they had cleaned Dixie Brewery at least once since 1907, so I shouldn't say too much. So his barrels are stacked upright, and the bung hole is at the top of the barrel. It's interesting because if you go to Barton, they're all sideways, and at Jack Daniel's too, and at Buffalo Trace. But they do it a little different at Canadian Mist in Collingwood. There used to be a Canadian Mist Black Diamond, a high rye mash bill, but that was discontinued. Now there's just Canadian Mist, and there's some other Collingwood whiskeys that are made there that are more, gourmet, twice as much as this, 3 times as much. I saw those at Dornex, by the way, today. Nice vanilla, nice mild oak, a little sugariness. It's a very pleasant aroma. It's mild, but it's not dull, bland, and lifeless. It has character. I can see why this is a very popular whiskey. And it might be cheap, like $12 a bottle, but this company is so huge, their economies of scale are such that they can use good ingredients in a very well done and fine-tuned distilling method and bottling method and aging method and filtering method, that you can still get a fantastic product for a low price. These big companies can do that. You say, there he goes again. He's tooting his horn for the big companies. I'm not doing that. I'm just stating this is a reality. Even some mint in the aroma in wintergreen. The taste, I tasted Gentleman Jack at the Jack Daniel's distillery last month, May 2017, and it seemed very similar to this. It's almost like it was a mimic of this. Like they said, well, we got Canadian Mist, let's make an American version of it. The video said that this whiskey is predominantly corn. That's the main ingredient, besides water, but corn, and then barley, and then rye, and yeast. So it does have rye, because it's got a little spiciness, definitely. I watched video reviews for this. They were all positive. I didn't see one video saying it was bad and they hated it. Not a one. They talked about the sort of dull, bland aspect, but then they all were acknowledging, they probably had done some research too, that was the design of the product. It's not designed to be a contemplative sipper. It's designed to be a mixer. It's made for making highballs. And if you get on the website for this brand, the emphasis is on highballs, making mixed drinks. Okay? So, and you would imagine that at least 95% of the people buying this stuff, that's what they're doing. Okay? So, it hits all the marks it created to hit. So what's wrong with it? I don't know. You tell me. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's like all upside and no downside. There's no all funky, weird, exotic, or unusual, or unexpected tastes or aromas. The body is light. The finish is pretty crisp and succinct. I mean, these are master distillers. These people have it nailed. 50 years, they've been nailing it. So, you say, no, the reason it's popular is marketing. It's a big company, an evil empire that's making it popular. No, that is a help, certainly, but it's not some horrible product that they're trying to market and flim-flam people. No, 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 no. People have been buying this for 50 years because they like it, because it's quality, because it's good. So I think it's a quality product, and I'm unanimous in that. So I'm really glad I tried it, and we have an examination coming up in July. Examine Canadian Mist with some other people, especially I would be curious to see what the Canadian friends say about it. So, hey, really pleasant, very happy I tried it. Thank you for watching this video production, and give me your feedback on Canadian Mist. I'd be very, very interested to see what you think about it. Thanks once again.